Hello guys, today we'll be talking about VLAN trunking protocols and the function of VTP servers and VTP clients. What is a VTP server? A VTP server is like a master server that controls the configuration of VLANs, and whatever configuration is being made at a VTP server switch automatically reflects on the VTP clients. Alright, let's dive into a bit of a practical work so it gets easier. No much talking. So these are the switch, and we'll be using this one. We're calling this one to act as the VTP server, while we get this one to act as the VTP client. VTP clients, and now we have to connect. All the switches are connected. However, how do we have 5 anyways? So we have 5 switches now. The guy decided to join the party, and this is a VTP client. This guy is a VTP server. This one's client. I have to arrange this properly. And look like a house. Anyways, let's go. You definitely understand. So this is a VTP server, and whatever configuration has been made in the VTP server automatically shows in the VTP client. So for that to actually work, we have to configure the connected ports. Here is FA01 and FA02. So this port has to be trunked. Every port connected to a switch has to be trunked. So we'll have to configure the port to be trunked for us to activate the VTP server and VTP client mode. Enable configuration interface range FA0/1 to 2. Switch port mode, trunk. So one is trunked, and let's go to the second one. Interface range FA0/1 to range. You use range when you want to use more numbers instead of interface FA0/1. This time around you want to use 2 ports, so it is interface range FA0/1 to 2 or to 3 or to 4 and so on. So hit this and switch port mode, and make that to be trunked. It goes to the next VTP client. Yes, config T, range FA0/1 to 2. Switch port mode, trunk. T, range FA0/1 to 2. Trust me guys, this is very easy if you get to understand and get to know this stuff by heart. It's fun. It's fun to work on. Switch port mode, trunk. Oopsie, I have an invalid. Why is that? Switch port mode, trunk. Okay, that's correct. That's is FA this range FA0/1 to 2 switch port mode trunk. Okay guys, so we're done with the trunking. Now it's time to go into. However, I would like to explain something further. On default, every router comes in a VTP mode as the server. For us to change that and have just one VTP server, we have to configure the other servers to be the other VTP switches to be on a client mode, not server mode. And we just assign the server mode to one switch. On this video, this guy is going to be the server. And this is how it works. VTP mode server. It tells you you're already on a server mode. Device mode already VTP server. You see? And VTP domain. You could use any domain for me. Oh no, I'm very sorry. VTP domain tor.com. The VTP password. We're gonna use tor and also make sure when using the VTP use the latest version of it, so version 2. So this guy VTP server is the only VTP server we're going to be having. The rest they use the VTP client. So how do we do that? VTP mode, instead of server we use client. VTP domain, we use the same domain tor.com. VTP password, we use the same tor, and VTP version, we use the latest version, which is version 2. We also do the same configuration here. VTP mode to be on setup now, to be on client. I'm sorry, to be on client. It tells you now, VTP client, VTP domain, VTP domain, tor.com, VTP password, VTP version. Always the latest one. Goes for the third switch. VTP mode should be client, VTP domain, tor.com, VTP password, tor, VTP version, always the latest one. That's it for the third and the last. VTP mode to be client, VTP domain, tor.com, VTP password, tor, VTP version. So, alright, so we're done with the configuration of VTP server and the VTP client. So whatever configuration is done on the VTP server automatically shows on VTP client. So let's go into and let's create a VLAN because it's a VLAN protocol. So let's create a VLAN. So let's say VLAN 10. I'm going to name that VLAN HR. Then we have VLAN 20. I want to name that VR. That's VLAN IT. And we have under VLAN 30. I want to name that VLAN Financial Department. Okay, so let's see what we have here. To show VLAN. We have all three VLANs 10, 20, 30, HR, IT, and Fin. Let's go to the VTP client. Of course, we did not create anything here, so do show VLAN. Do show VLAN. How did that happen? Yes, it can, because they are all connected and they are all trunked. And this, as I said, is a VTP client. Remember, whatever configuration is made on the VTP server automatically shows in the VTP client. So this is the first switch, and let's go to this switch to show VLAN. We have the same. Third switch, we say to show VLAN. We have HRIT thing. To show VLAN. We have the same. And this is how a VTP server and a VTP client work. A VTP server configures and automatically it shows on the VTP client mode. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you on the next one.